Hi and welcome to my Sprint4 video. Today we're going to be showing how we expanded our multi-threaded audio engine to use the callbacks, voice callbacks. So here we start with our load content and we use the wave manager to create our and add our different wave files. So there's the different Seinfeld, uh, the different pieces to the Seinfeld exit music. And just like before, we're going to create the sound manager and we're going to launch our thread, our audio thread in the load content. And we have our game update, which is going to be similar to the update from Sprint4, although now when we hit A, it will start just the same as before, but you'll see that we've added callbacks to allow it to stitch together the buffers of those different wave files. So now we have our sound object. It's going to create the handle and then lock the handle. And then you can see our different commands, pan left, pan right, change volume. They're all going to lock the handle and then check the status. And then send the command over to the input circular data queue. And for each of them, they all have their own macro to define the command. The way to start it, though, will be using the ID of the sound. So in this case, it's called bassoon, but it's actually the intro. And then we're going to, in our audio thread, it's going to pop commands off that queue, and then the command we send is the bassoon ID, so that's going to start our sound. The audio engine is going to start our sound using our voice object that we created, and then it's going to sleep for 10 seconds, pan left, sleep for 10 seconds, pan right, sleep for 10 seconds, pan center, and so on until the end of the sound. And then the audio engine is just going to check whether or not the started correctly. The voice start is locking the handle, checking to see if there's any more buffer. You don't want to hit start on something with nothing left in the buffer. And then for those other commands, the audio engine or the audio thread will pop those commands and then have the audio engine object call them. So there's the pan, pause, play, and change volume. And then we're showing right there that the voice is created, and then the callback is created, being created in that voice, and then you couple them by setting callback voice to voice. That way, in the callback, you can append to the buffer. So now we'll see on our voice callback. So every time that the buffer ends, so every time that the buffer ends, it's going to check to see how far along in the process it is. It's going to go through all 7 different audio files. So once it's finished the first one, it's going to append the next one, and so on and so on. And it will append them to, it'll submit source buffer voice, submit source buffer to the voice, which was coupled before, you could see before, and then that's going to append that to the buffer, and each time the buffer runs out, it's going to do that until it finishes the last one, which I'm just using static variable x to control that. And then now we're going to do a demo. You'll see me start it, and I will hit A, and that will start the intro wave to the Seinfeld exit music, and then continue to play appending the other wave files to the buffer. And then you'll see on the bottom right in a moment the memory tracking passed.